Give me some sugar.
Junior, tell your mom to stop playing. Your breath stink like them damn Slim Jims.
Don't expose me. Don't expose me. You mean the
How you gonna eat them Slim Jims and get on camera with me?
Because I was hungry.
You're foul. That's trifling.
I was hungry.
That's not food.
And then every time it was a snack. And then every time I try to eat food before the video, oh, don't eat that on video. That's ghetto and unprofessional.
It's ghetto. All right, we're recording right now.
Hi, guys.
What's going on, y'all? How you guys doing? It's been a while. Don't kiss me with that. I just told you don't kiss me with that.
Don't do me like that.
Ooh, Junior don't want to smell it either.
Junior, did he say that? No.
Speaking of Junior, what we talking about today?
Our 4-month update. Yay, Junior say hey.
Our 4-month update.
Well,
he the one that just turned 4 months.
True, but he's kind of, yeah, we've been going through it with him.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, y'all. Today we want to give you guys an update on how he's doing and how we're doing as being parents for the past 4 months and how he's doing being alive for the past 4 months. Wow. So, yeah. That's what we're talking about.
That's crazy. Can you smell my breath?
Nah, not too much. So, what are your thoughts?
Wow. For one, he's touching his toes.
Oh, yeah, he is doing that. He does that a lot now. Mm-hmm. Let me give you guys a little update. See how he looks. For two, he's getting darker. It may not look like that on camera, but look at him.
Black boy.
We love his complexion. I hope he gets darker. I'm not going to lie because I just love how he looks. But
chocolate
he's getting darker, and he's starting to look more and more like his dad. That's what's happening. Everybody says it.
Literally everybody. I'm jealous.
Like, I even start to see it. It's one thing when somebody else says it, but it's another thing when you see it yourself. Like, we was at the park the other day, and look, he's starting to do that now, too.
That's new. That's definitely new.
He be trying, I don't know, like, we be trying to take his fingers out of his mouth because he just sucks his thumb a lot. Look, he's just more active all the way around. But like I was saying, she took a picture of us he said.
He's been looking up to, that's new.
She took a picture of us the other day, like a father-son picture, and posted it on the internet. Or even before she posted it on the internet, like I seen the picture. I'm like, wow, he actually does look like me. He made like this little face, and I just remember how I looked when I was young. I have this picture when I was young with jewelry and stuff on, and he makes these certain faces, like these candid faces, and they look exactly like mine. Of course, it's not identical, but he looks a lot like me. Like a lot of his mannerisms and his faces that he be making. I'm a picture guy, so I have like all of the family pictures. I have literally all of my pictures. So every time he be making certain faces, I look back at some of my pictures. I'm like, he looks exactly how I looked when I was like a certain age.
That one you showed me that was in the picture bucket, I was like, whoa, you were in that high chair?
Yeah.
You guys look just alike. That was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy how that looked. But go ahead.
Well, maybe the next kid will look like me because at this point...
I told you I got really strong genes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
This little guy, he does a lot. You know, it's crazy because his eyebrows, I feel like he has my eyebrows, but the space behind your eyebrows, like when he raises his eyebrows, it looks like yours, if that makes sense.
He definitely has her eyebrows.
Like that. You see that? When he raises them, that looks like yours, that like space behind his eyebrows.
It's crazy because I think he has like a mixture of both of our eyebrows, but I think he has hers more. But I have like girl eyebrows. Like they like perfect. You know what I'm saying? And I see some of that in his, like, they're not just bushy, but they're like, they're kind of like, they're full and they're like shaped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like, I just think the older he gets, he's just gonna look more and more like me from his hair texture. His eyelashes, of course, look like me. This is my baby boy.
He definitely looks like, he has your eyelashes. I think he has your hair texture too, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice, Tinka.
But as far as things that have changed about him. Like he's just a lot more active now. Like he be taught like he knows how to roll over. Like when she was at work the other day. By the way, she got a job, so that's an update. That's a 4-month update, and I'm about to get a job as well. So
he got a couple lined up. He got to
Yeah.
choose between his little jobs. He's on a roll.
that last job that I last spoke about in the last video, I ended up not getting. And for those who didn't know, it was like a job for waste management because I have my CDL, my Class A CDL. And long story short, they were just on some BS. They was talking about I would be having to work 70 to 80-hour weeks. I would never be home. They said for the first 1 or 2 years, your schedule is not even a set schedule. It's unpredictable. You're pretty much going to be on call. So whenever somebody breaks down or when somebody else gets sick or when somebody else who has a higher level of seniority decides, hey, I want to go on a vacation or hey, my son is graduating high school, so I would like to attend that ceremony. That's when I would have work and I would have to pay my dues for 1 or 2 years up until I get a set route. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So
Right.
like we're low key in a recession right now, and like, bro, like a CDL. I thought the CDL when I first got it was like a gold mine, but the more I have it, the more I'm starting to realize I don't even want it anymore because you can't really do anything with it. Like you can't do nothing. The stuff that they want you to do with it pays the same amount that a job will pay if you was to go work at the mall or just a regular minimum wage job. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Why am I gonna go work for waste management and slave for 70 hours a week just to get paid the same amount of money I would get paid working a minimum wage job? Like it's just the math isn't math, and that's what they be saying.
Yeah.
So that's out of the question. But the next job that I get is gonna allow me to do exactly what she does, which is, set my own hours. Everything we're doing, y'all, is just trying to work around us being a family and work around him. So, like, we have a lot of goals, we have a lot of aspirations, and we know we're gonna be somewhere really, really big, like in the near future, the near future, right? So we always say this thing like, it's not that important for us to slave away trying to make the most money now. We're willing to sacrifice not being able to make the most money now to have our freedom to actually put that extra time that we have to work on other things that are going to yield bigger, more positive results other than just going to work a 9 to 5, because we all know a damn 9 to 5 is just a dead end.
Right.
You want to use a 9 to 5 to really push you to bigger and better things. Don't use a 9 to 5 just to be stuck in a 9 to 5 because life isn't forever. Use that 9 to 5 to fund your freedom. And that's exactly what we're doing, y'all.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. You was about to say
Oh
something?
no, I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was just about to say, yeah, he's just a lot more active. Way more active than he usually is.
I love him to death.
We love him a lot.
He's growing out of a lot of his stuff.
He's grown out of a lot of his stuff, which we don't got a problem with because he has a lot of stuff, and we could just always go get him some more stuff. Fingers in the mouth.
He likes to eat, like, try to suck on our food, adult food. Like, I just had a Slim Jim and he was trying to suck on it. He likes to snatch stuff. He likes to pinch, pull
Oh my
your hair.
God.
I think when I was at work, Papa Bear said he yanked his hair and he couldn't.
Yeah, I was about to flick this little boy. This morning, sometimes I do it because, like, he likes, I don't know, maybe that's a thing amongst babies, but they like kind of grabbing things. But the thing you should know about babies, just in case you don't have one, is that they pull, like they got a tight grip. So this morning, for instance, I think you had took them to school. I like sometimes I'll put my head right by his hand and allow him to grab it, and he'll be like doing that. I'm like, bruh, chill out. So yeah, and them nails, we gotta learn how to cut his nails.
I do. I cut him. I've been clipping him.
I'm scared to do it.
My sister said, "Oh no, he does good." I've clipped his nails a couple of times. My sister said when her daughter was a baby, she used to bite them. I'm like, you used to bite them? How? I guess theirs are more like soft. Oh, sorry, I'm fading away.
You gotta stay in the middle so the camera don't make you look all wide. The lens. Yeah, but
Stop.
yeah, them nails be sharp. Them nails is growing right now. He also has my nail beds too.
He says that, but I don't know. But they're not mine. I don't think they're really mine.
He already has them long nail beds. I can see. Look at that hair curling up. That's crazy. That's
His
crazy.
texture is crazy. His hair is reaching its like texture that is like its official texture.
Yeah. But it ain't too much different about him, y'all. He's just growing. He's 4 months. Well, he was 4 months a few days ago. 6 days ago on the 22nd. We didn't record the video on that day, but we think it's important just to highlight him and how he looks because, one of these good old days he's going to be old enough to actually see this footage and how he looked at 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, and even when he was born, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we think this is very important. As for us, just like I said, we both are getting back on our feet, and within the next 6 months, we're going to be in a really, really great place. We're trying to figure out where we want to branch off to after this whole situation is over with. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we told them before, but we are in California.
I think you mentioned that in the video. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're in California right now, living this Cali life, and I ain't gonna lie, I love it.
Me too.
I really love California, y'all. Like, what do you love about California the most so far?
Don't get me started. They have everything. Like, I'm talking like the stores. There's literally everything. There's a Target, by a Walmart, by a freaking DD's, by a freaking grocery store, by a freaking shopping center, by a freaking, like, everything is by everything. Like, we will never go without. And I feel like stuff is within, like, LA is not too far from us.
Yeah,
so
love LA.
Go back. Yeah, we were in LA a couple of weeks ago. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You want to tell them about LA?
LA was cool. We drove down there. We went to Beverly Hills and we got some stuff, some fashion pieces, and it was just cool being able just to see all these different places. Like, I remember when I first had aspirations of starting a clothing line, streetwear, the streetwear genre of clothing line, of just clothing. It was this big street that everybody who was popping as far as the streetwear scene goes wanted to get a retail store, open up a retail store on this specific street. And that specific street in Los Angeles is called Fairfax, right? Mm-hmm. Talking about all of the most famous brands for those who grew up wearing Diamond Supply Co., Pink Dolphin, The Hundreds, Crooks and Castles. All these different street brands once had a retail location on this notorious street, which is called Fairfax. It's like if you had a retail location, which is like a little small shopping center to display your products, you was popping. And I remember when we was driving down to LA and we passed like Melrose, we had seen Tyler the Creator store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the golf store, which is crazy because I've been following Tyler the Creator for years, and he actually used to go over there as like a teenager to like just hang out, what I'm saying, with all his buddies. And the fact that all these years later, he has a store right there.
Wow.
Like, that was even inspiring, you know what I'm saying? And we went down Melrose and seeing, like, it's this one dude named Ian Connor who's part of, like, the ASAP mob, like, very close to, like, ASAP Rocky and all that. And we seen him in this store called 424. And it's just everybody is down here. Everybody that got some money or trying to do something is in LA. We seen the Hollywood sign too. That was dope.
Oh yeah, we sure did. I had never seen that before.
And it leads me to, like, it be making me think, like, my family is from California. They originated from California. So why didn't we go see all of this shit? Like, why do we always gotta go down to like the ghetto parts like Compton and South Central and Watts? Like, why do we always go there? Like, I'm a grown adult, and for my family to be from California, like Compton, specific, LA, all those areas, you would think that I seen all that stuff already, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right? The Hollywood sign, actually going down to Beverly Hills, actually going to Melrose. And I always told my mom back in the day, because she used to always say, oh yeah, we got you guys out of, like, I moved out of Compton because we didn't want you guys to become a part of that environment. And now I be thinking, I'm like, bro, based off my personality, even if I was living in an environment like that, I still would have branched off and to see other things like that, because that's how I am. I just always been that type of person who was just inquisitive. Like, I want to see how these people live. And they live different. You know what I'm saying? We go to Nordstrom's and we go to all these stores. They got all their stuff isn't locked up and chained to the damn rack like how all these other stores are. Like, it's different in these rich areas. I don't care what nobody say. They drive different cars.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
cleaner. You got other people that look like money. Like, it's just different. Like, I love living out here. Not to mention, the obvious thing is it's always good weather out here every day. Right now, it's overcast, but I'm telling you, it's going to be sunny soon.
Yeah. What about, was that the Grove when they had the valet parking with all the
Bougie.
fancy cars? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's inspirational, seeing people driving Rolls Royces and freaking, we saw people driving cyber trucks. We never saw.
Oh, man, we see them driving every day.
Right. We never saw cyber trucks and like expensive cars like that in Washington. We come out here and we see people with money and stuff. I work in an area where people have money, so even that's an interesting experience, like working in a bougie area.
Right.
But yeah, no, that makes sense how your family, they never really got out of Compton and stuff because, sorry, I'm on the edge.
Yeah, people, they be having that type of mindset, for instance. I don't know. For some reason, like, I don't know. I'm just different.
It makes sense. Think about us being from Seattle. People out here say, "Oh, I would love to go to Seattle, and I'm gonna go here and there," and we're just like, yeah. We like being out here. A lot of people from here tell me that they want to go to Seattle because of the weather, and
I don't know why.
Right, that they're tired of. I think it's because they get sun every single day almost out here, but too much of anything is, I wouldn't say not good, but people get tired of it.
I never get tired of this sun.
Me neither, but
Like,
we grew up in an area that was not like this.
But see, I've been other places though. Like, I just didn't start in Washington and stayed in Washington. I lived in Washington. I drove to Virginia. I lived in Atlanta for a little bit. We've been out here in California, so I've seen other ways of living, and that's why I'm glad we're out here, because, you know, we're not gonna be out here forever. Like, this is literally just for a moment, but I've been trying my absolute hardest to enjoy this moment because it's beautiful out here, but I don't see us living out here. California is just too dang expensive, y'all. Like, gas is $5.50 a gallon. Taxes is sky high out here. Like, everybody know California is expensive. For a good reason, though. Like, it's the stuff you get out here, the accessibility, the weather, the beautiful beaches. Like, I see why it's so expensive to live out here, but we're all about saving some money. So I was thinking, like, after this, Las Vegas, maybe Arizona. I was thinking about Miami, but you need some money to live in Miami as well.
We gonna have money. I don't know what he's
Yeah,
talking
we gonna
about.
have, even when we do got money though, I'm not trying to give it up. That's the best thing. See, that's why we're working for freedom right now. Like that's why that's important with these videos and building our online presence and all that, because when we have passive income, it don't matter where we stay. We're gonna be able to make money. We're gonna monetize our lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna matter if we want to live in California or Las Vegas. We can live wherever we want, but if we do live somewhere, I would like to save some money. I was looking at Las Vegas. The rent in Las Vegas only $1,100 for like a 3-bedroom versus like damn near $4,000 out here for a 3-bedroom. It's about $3,500 in Washington for a 3-bedroom. That's crazy.
If I'm gonna pay that much, I might as well get a house.
Facts. That's a mortgage and some.
Yeah.
But I've been talking a lot.
Oh, you're good.
I've
been enjoying it.
We've been thinking about where we want to raise Junior. Me personally, I would like to raise Junior in a place where there's a lot of black people. I would like him to be around his people. You know what I'm saying? Not that I have anything against other races. Like, out here, we all know, like in California, it's a lot of Hispanics out here. I don't got a problem with that. Just like in just like in Washington, it's a lot of white people and Asians and Indians. I don't got a problem with that as well, but I would really love to raise him around like his people so he can be, you know. But at the same time, I would like him to really become accustomed to dealing with all races, not just black people, you know, because there's some white people, Asians, it's a lot of cool people out there from every race out there, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But me personally, I just been thinking about, like, where do we want to settle down and where would we like to raise him? Washington, I'm never moving back to Washington. So Washington's out there. It's out of there.
Yeah, I don't think so either. If we do come back, the only people I'm probably gonna go see is my big sister and my nephews, and I have some other like my uncle and stuff, and I have
Yeah.
my sister, my younger sister out there that I would like to see.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Not too many people I want to see, but
Yeah.
even then, it's like, yeah,
I
never
don't
looking back.
Yeah, that's what I've always said. Like, for those that don't know, like, things happen for a reason because I lived in Virginia before and we were friends, but I ended up having to come back to Washington after the whole pandemic. But I was on my way back to Virginia, but I ended up staying in Washington. But I always told her, even before we got together, became significant others, like, if I ever get a chance to get out of Washington, I'm never coming back, because the first time I left, I never wanted to come back due to this crazy little outbreak in the whole pandemic thing with that COVID stuff. I didn't know what was going on. Nobody knew what was going on, so I wanted to come back home. But other than that, yeah, never looking back.
Yeah, he was trying to find a way out of Washington. Like, despite the circumstances, that was God's way of getting us out of there. So, we're up out of there. So I guess that's the push we needed. And I don't want to go back either. I was in
Yeah.
Washington 26 years. So it's amazing how. What do you say? Like, what was that you told me the other day? It doesn't matter how you get to the destination as long as you get there.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Any goal that you guys have, whether that's to lose weight, whether that's to start your own business, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. Like life, that's one thing we've learned, y'all, in these 4 months since being parents and just since being adults. Like, I used to think people, when you would tell them something and they will automatically say something like negative, I would think those were just cynical, negative people that's always looking for something negative to say. But the truth is, one thing I've learned just recently down to a core is that life is unpredictable. I was always one of those plan A type of people. Like, bruh, it's either plan A or no plan at all. But the truth of the matter is, bro, life is unpredictable as a mug, and you gotta always have a plan B. You gotta always have two of everything. You gotta always have a plan, because as much as we would like everything to go to according to plan, it don't work like that.
True.
It really doesn't work like that. One day you got your mind set up thinking that, oh, X, Y, and Z is about to happen, and none of it happens. And now you like, what, you scrambling for your next play, because it's like, I put everything, I invested all my time, energy, resources, everything into this one plan working, and it didn't work. So now what do I do? So we always try to make these videos somewhat educational, and also document our journey. But one little nugget I will give you guys, a lot of you guys are, according to our analytics, a lot of you guys probably know this lesson because you're around the same age as us or a little older. But for the young people out there, bro, there's nothing wrong with having a plan B. Have your mind set on something, but always assume the worst. That's not you being negative. When somebody else tells you, hey, that won't work, it can be negative, or it couldn't be, but just take it as like, bruh, let me have something put up in the back just in case something happens, especially if you have a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, life really taught us that.
It really did. Even with money, like, you may have a $100,000 job right now. You get paid 6 figures a year. Man, you better be saving out of every one of your paychecks. You better be saving a good $2,500 or something, so that when a recession happens, like it's happening right now, and everybody is losing their jobs and it's hard to get a job, you will have some money saved.
Yeah, save and make sure your credit cards are paid off too, in case you need to use those for an emergency. Like, luckily that, like, when certain things did happen to us, we had our credit cards and we weren't completely broke, so
Right.
we were able to make things happen. And I'm just thankful we're blessed and highly favored. Like,
Very
I always
blessed.
say, like, even with the worst, we make the best. Like,
Right.
we can never stay down for too long. Like, we may have our little moments while we're what do you say, down on our dick? But we always get back up, and adversity builds character.
It really
And so,
does.
like, this whole experience has made us stronger and made us bigger hustlers and made us, like, do what's best for us and, for most importantly, for our child.
It really has. I was thinking about like DoorDash, y'all. I was doing the gig economy. I've been doing the gig economy for a little while now, which is like Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, all those different apps. And for years, they've been good, right? It was at a time where I could make $300 a day doing these apps, either walking or riding a bike. But it's dead now. I went from being able to make $300 a day, y'all, on a bike, not a motorcycle, a bicycle, to not being able to make anything. And it seemed like it happened in a snap of a finger. Like, I had a good run, but like, my whole point in saying that is always expect the worst, because when I was doing that stuff, the reason why I was attracted to it, much like a lot of people nowadays, is because I had a free schedule. I can go work whenever I wanted to. The money was quick. Who wants to work 8 hours for $15 to $17 an hour when I can work 3 hours and make the same amount of money doing DoorDash for the gig economy as I would have made working that minimum wage job?
You were making more.
Yeah, I was making a lot of money doing that, and now it's gone. Now it's literally gone because the recession. So I had to deal with that. I really had to deal with that. I had to reprogram my mind to thinking, like, to saying, like, I have to go get a regular 9 to 5 now. Like, because technically when you're doing the gig economy, you're like an independent contractor. You're your own boss. But that stuff is over now. So now I had to reprogram my mind to working for somebody else, taking orders, being micromanaged possibly. Like, it wasn't a good feeling. But I say that to say, always be prepared for stuff to go, like, nothing good lasts forever, y'all. So when it's going good, milk it as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, milk it as if, like, bro, once this is over, it's going to be over forever. Because it will be over. I'm telling you. It will be over. That's how I treat life now. Like, I treat life like it can end any second. So let me just enjoy it like no other, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Yep. Other than that, we're doing fine as a family. This little boy is growing.
Doing great.
It's gonna be cool to see like his progression, and him crawling and then walking and then starting to say dad and mom.
Oh, that's creepy.
It is really creepy. I don't know. I'm used to being a parent now. Like, at first, when we first had him, yeah, I'm used to be a parent now. Like, I wake up and I expect to see him up or looking at me or crying in the middle of the night. Sometimes I get annoyed. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I know he's about to wake up any second now and start crying because he want a bottle.
Oh no, I've been getting my sleep. Yesterday we felt, you know what? Yesterday kind of had me frustrated because he was being very fussy. Like, he was just crying and I was rocking him and holding him and he just kept on crying. And I'm like, bruh, what are you crying about? Like, he was fed and you heard me down here?
Yeah.
He was just crying and I'm like, dude, what are you crying about? You just were fed, you're changed. What is the problem? And
you're funny.
He was making me mad. I love you to death, but yes, you were. And eventually, we ended up fading away. I just had him on my chest, and then next thing you know, I woke up, and he was asleep. And I'm like, whoa, we fell asleep. That's crazy when you're, remember I used to always make fun of you for taking like 15-minute naps? And I'm like, I gotta at least take like a 3-hour nap, 2, 3. And now I take 20-minute naps all the time. Like, I'll just fall asleep. And I'll wake up 20 minutes later and I'll feel like I got like 3 hours of sleep.
It's crazy. I remember like a couple days ago, I was feeling good. I went up in there, took a long shower, got out, did my facial routine, put cocoa butter all over my body, the regular cocoa butter, as well as like the baby oil cocoa butter. Put some deodorant on, put some cologne on, brushed my teeth, did the whole 9. He started crying. He was asleep the whole time I was doing all of that. But as I finished and went in there and got dressed, he started crying. Picked him up. He threw up all over me.
Oh, wow.
Like, I was feeling clean and everything. He literally just threw up all over me, all over my arm, the clothes I had just put on, all throw up. I was so pissed off that day. This is literally like a couple days ago. I'm like, I had to keep my composure. I was so irritated that day, but I was like, wow, like this is being a parent. This is being a parent. It's this one video that went viral online. I'm not sure if you've seen it before, but it's this mother and her little boy. I don't know if she was bringing in the balloons for like they were walking to the car and she had this really big balloon, and I guess she was probably taking it to a birthday party or something like that. And the boy he runs out the house with like a pair of scissors or like a tack or something, and he poked the damn balloon and it just popped and the glitter flew everywhere. And she just turned around, looked in defeat, was like,
was that for a gender reveal?
I think it was, but we have a lot of those moments with him.
Oh.
We'll be in there, yep, we about to go to sleep, we about to cuddle, start crying.
Oh, we've been getting our cuddling in consistently. He ain't finna interrupt that.
Yeah.
Love him to death, but I can't do it. The crazy thing is, we hadn't even cuddled for months since he was born. Remember when we were at the house in Linwood and you were on the floor and I was trying to come down there and cuddle with you? I'm like, please, Junior, sleep. I'm desperate. You did not want to cuddle that day.
Buzzkill.
Yeah. Oh man, he was being a buzzkill at the when we was at the mall yesterday. Every time it's like it's time to try on some stuff or do something, he threw up on you at the mall when you were sitting by the dressing room.
He be throwing up. Oh my God, I cannot wait until he gets like to solid foods because this milk. It'd be funny though when he's gonna be a big guy, man. And it's been cool. It's been cool like doing parenting things. Like I really want to get him in boxing. Not, I would really love for him. We just want the best for him. I want him to be well rounded. I want him to know how to protect himself when he get older. Like we were looking at what's that word that Vanessa was talking about as far as the bilingual schools?
Oh, it was a little program. I don't remember what it was called. I'll have to ask her, but
it's this one word, I forgot what it's called, but it's certain schools that you can put your children in that for the first 3 classes of the day, they're only talking to them in Spanish. And then for the rest of his classes, they'll talk to him in English. But we want him to be bilingual, especially like in Spanish, because like I think Spanish is probably the most dominant second language in America right now. So stuff like that. I was calling boxing gyms like, hey, when's the earliest I can get my son in boxing classes? They like 6. I'm over here pretending like he already 6 or something like that. Oh yeah, like, oh, when can I bring him in? They not even knowing that this boy not even 1 yet.
Not even 6 months.
Yeah, like calling schools and looking at different places we would want to raise him in. I just be doing a lot of just researching all the time for him, like just trying to plan his future and just want the best for him and all of our future kids,
That would be cool because I was planning on getting enrolled in some boxing classes, and that would be cool if he took some too, because I would be able to like teach him a lot and whatnot. But
which is good too, because they say if they're not old enough to take lessons, it would be still cool to have them in the gym. That's what your grandpa has said. I was like, so how did you become a boxer? He was like, I just went to a boxing gym and just started hanging around.
That's crazy how that works, because I don't think anybody in our family, his family, like, was boxing.
Never. I think it's like football, basketball, that's cool, but just like him being good at boxing, and granted it's a contact sport, so that's what the dude said at the boxing gym. He was like, start bringing him around to see if it's something he's actually interested in, because like if he's interested in it, he will actually apply himself. And boxing is one of those sports, not many people like getting hit in the face. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be, but I mean football, not many people like getting their brains hit in football as well. That's why I didn't like football, because I didn't like getting hit. You ain't finna be no 325-pound linebacker that's about to hit me.
It was soccer that was scary to me, because like people getting kicked and then like the contact sport, like that's too contacty.
But you know what? Now that we are older and I'm like different now, I would love to play football with this mindset. I'll be, Brandon, as big as I am, I'll be hurt. I'll be sending people to the hospital because I didn't really understand the concept of football. The concept of football is to hit. It's a contact sport. And as big as I was, as much as I was working on that weight room, bro, I should have been running everybody over.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Big E.
Yeah.
Get out the way.
But yeah, y'all, everything is fine. Everything is fine with this little guy, ain't it? Ain't that right?
Say hi. You keep on drooling all over the place.
Say bye. Say bye. One day he gonna be like, peace out, y'all.
With that head.
You got anything else to say?
No, I'm hungry.
All right. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.